how to get that smell out of my gaming chair.
No!
Oh no, we've all been in this predicament, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to the video.
Yeah, so we're
this is how we're starting off.
Yeah.
Starting off strong.
What did we do on Gumroad? Oh, last week on Gumroad, we talked about
things that we can't talk about.
The current
news
thing. And I don't really want to say much else about it. But yeah, it's a current thing, so you guys know what the current thing is.
Yeah.
So we talked about that, so we did. And
Fortnite parasailers, them ones.
yeah, we spoke about that.
Yeah.
And also, you guys will just find out what we're going to be doing this weekend, because I've got a few ideas, but we haven't actually worked out exactly what we want to do yet.
Yeah, and we're in the midst of toilet training, so
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't... He's doing really, really well.
Oh, he's doing amazing.
He's like,
honestly.
that's him toilet trained. He's done 2 days. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
But so we don't really want to send him away this week to get babysit so we can record. So we're having to record this at night. So we currently have not recorded the Gumroad video yet. But you'll just have to tune in to see what it's about.
Exactly.
Because we don't know yet.
So, look, on to the really important topics. How do I get the stank out of my chair?
A common problem that most people have is that their gaming chairs start to smell. Mine has started to smell of poo. This is very unpleasant, and my girlfriend has started whining about it recently, which makes me angry. I'm angry because my chair smells of poop. I tried wiping it down with wet wipes, and the smell doesn't seem to leave. Any advice? How do you guys get rid of the smell? Improve your own hygiene. Sitting on things should not generate a smell like that at all with proper hygiene. Whoa, very judgmental community here.
Right, I'm going to go out and say it. Look, if you're one of those people that girls to say, oh, I can't get girls, this guy's got a poo chair and he's got a girlfriend. So
he got a stinky ass and he's got a girlfriend.
Wait, what year is this from? Oh, it doesn't say. Okay, if it was from a few years back.
It's 2022.
Yeah.
So this is already flagged as asshole. So am I the asshole for excluding my wife and hanging out with my female friends that ostracize her?
Right, okay.
Is this a girl or a boy?
I'm going to assume it's a fella.
My wife and I have been together since we were 14, and we're both friendless outcasts. She didn't mind much as she was into gaming and other solitary pursuits, but it was always painful for me. Later on after high school, imagine wanting to be social, no way.
Yeah, I have a hard time with it, honestly, guys. I like, for me, honestly, once a month can be a bit, for me, I maybe once every 2 to 3 months. Like for actual social events? Actual
social events? Yeah, probably. Well, I go to a toddler morning twice a week, and that's enough for me. Yeah. And that's only for like an hour and a half twice a week.
I do the football, so like you don't actually have to talk to any
Yeah, you do
parents.
the football on a Saturday morning, that's it.
So it's pretty good, so it is. I don't get it. You know the worst thing is because Ozzy just talks to people.
I know. That's why me and James are so introverted, and we have given birth to the most extroverted, outgoing child, and he makes me talk to people because he smiles at people and he's like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Oh, don't,
Ozzy." We're going to get in and out of the shop. Like
he talks to everyone, and he blows kisses and all the people. He's just such a happy child.
And he like waves bye to like the cashiers and stuff.
I know.
It's like, mate,
stop it.
Look, I know it's really handy to be really social, and I'm happy that you are.
I'm happy that you are, and I'm happy that you're happy.
Don't drag me into this.
Yes, don't drag me into your conversations. Have your own conversation, mate.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, she didn't mind as much as she was into gaming and other solitary pursuits, but it was always painful for me. Later on after high school, we moved again to a city where I was able to develop a circle of friends, which my wife, who back then identified as my husband, trans?
Yeah. Wait, so what are they then?
I have no idea.
Wait,
this is why I'm thinking that it was two girls. Yeah, because the title says, for excluding my wife and hanging out with my female friends that ostracize her. So I'm guessing it's two girls, but the one who's not happy about them going out is trans, who used to identify as my husband.
So it's a male
trans
female.
Female, yes.
Right, okay.
The trans female one is not happy because she's got friends, because her partner's got friends.
Right, look, let's just find out. Let's just find out.
Seems that, which my wife seems to have zero interest in doing. Recently, my wife came out as trans. Literally, if we just read like 2 words, like, anyway, people are going to be like, why are you talking so much?
So it was a fella then?
Yes.
Okay.
Who Transition.
Right, okay.
So recently my wife came out as trans, and once she did, she was extremely enthusiastic about being out and really wanted to experience having girlfriends. She never wanted friends in a guy role, but was excited about being one of the girls, bonding, gossiping, doing hair. So she wanted nights out with my friends to do all of that. But at our age, late 20s, we don't really sit around doing each other's hair. Experiencing that was really important to my wife, to the point she'd even get hysterical and cry. So I admit I pushed it a little hard on my friends. I felt if they cared about me/us, what would be the harm in us having a few nights where we had pillow fights and such?
Say if someone...
No.
Wait, what would you do, like, if one of your friends said...
My one friend?
Yeah, like, can Caroline come?
I mean, no, leave that home. Leave that at home.
The funny thing is, well, oh no, because
he's bald.
Yeah, he's bald.
Anyway, so like,
yeah, would not make a pretty girl. Neither would I.
Just like to say, Caroline, who we're talking about, it's Charlie.
Charlie, yeah.
He is Polish, and today he came around to my house, and he,
yes.
out of nowhere,
oh my god,
he was sitting on the sofa, and his wife went, "What's that in your pocket?" and went into his pocket and pulled out a massive Polish sausage, and he went, "That's my sausage." And I went, "How fucking Polish can you be? Pulling out a Polish sausage?"
Right, is this like a thing? Like, do the Poles just walk about with like a skirt with a sausage? It's like
I thought it was and he just sat there and giggled, and he was like, "It's just my sausage."
No, but like it was in like his top pocket, like, in, like,
like in the inside pocket of his jacket, like hiding it from people. Yeah. Make sure, like, if he gets robbed, at least they won't take my sausage. I don't know where you are.
Right. Anyway,
I admit that I pushed it hard, my little friend, if they cared about me, what's in the harm, and had me a few nights where we had pillow fights. I didn't get much cooperation through, which was confusing then, and still is, and it was really devastating to my wife, making her feel like she'd missed out on those experiences forever.
Yeah, you have.
So I will admit, I got kind of upset with certain people that I was there for in the past. That a couple of girls' nights were too much for them to do us a favour for me/us. Unfortunately, this led me not talking to most of the group anymore. I was left pretty much with just one friend, Kate, who is a single mother to a daughter, Julie. My wife has never liked Kate and thinks that she's really boring, but she was still willing to hang out with us, so along we went. We found that spending time at Kate's house, my wife actually did have a fun time with Julie. She spent time playing with Julie and was able to participate in some of the games and activities she missed out on by not growing up as a girl.
I'm sorry, I just wouldn't be having a teenage daughter knocking about with
a female to male. It's not even that.
In their late 20s.
Yeah, exactly. No, thank you.
That's just going to be a no from me.
I thought if this was Gumroad, we could go in.
Yeah, if it was Gumroad.
So that's why you should join.
Yeah.
I thought it went really well, but afterwards, I got a call from Kate asking me to not bring my wife over again. Oh,
yeah.
She said, Julie was uncomfortable. Now, I don't believe this, as I asked Kate for specifics on what exactly Julie said my wife did that was uncomfortable, and there was nothing.
Your mere presence.
My wife was also really excited to spend time with them again, and I couldn't bring her to tell her what Kate had said. So I put off the topic and eventually said I had a falling out with Kate. But I did secretly go and see Kate because I was struggling with feeling lonely and isolated without my other friend. Of course, eventually my wife found out and was devastated and betrayed that I go and hang out with someone without her, leaving her excluded and ostracized. I do understand her position, but I also don't know what to do. I still haven't told her what Kate's. I know, Kate sounds smart.
Honestly, I'm on Kate's. I'm on
Kate's side, and I'm on her other friend's side.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, man. That's fucking weird.
Yeah. See, the problem is...
You're all like 5'2", 5'3", 5'4" girlies just going out and having a couple of drinks, and this 6'4" girl comes in with shoulders the breadth of an American football player. And it's like, hey girls, want to braid my hair? No, thank you.
You know, like, it's one of those ones, I think a lot of people get worked up over this sort of stuff. You know, like, I think one that's really common with a lot of people is, like, teenage. If you never experienced teenage love, you're never going to experience.
Well, they've been together since they were 14.
No, but you get what I'm not talking about these people in particular. I'm talking about people inside on certain...
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
teenage love is a completely different type of love.
For instance, for me, like, I never went to our formal
Mm-hmm.
I was going out with a girl at the time, but I had no interest in going.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get, like, it's one of those ones, like, I never wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are a lot of people that, I wish I had, but I don't have that at all.
Yeah.
And that's just never going to happen again.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I would ever, like, be like, I wish I'd done.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there is people out there.
You regret, maybe didn't have a girl, maybe didn't have anybody to go with, who regret not going, because it is like a once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is a once in a lifetime thing to do. Your high school prom or
formal or whatever you call it, wherever you're from, you know. But yeah, I can't really talk about any of this, so this sort of stuff's for Gumload, guys, because I don't want to talk about the secret guy.
Hey, yo, guys, cost of living crisis and all that. You don't want to pay for models? Well, we got some paper models,
which are like a fraction of the price.
Like, fraction of the price. And who actually wants to carry about a bunch of goblins? Nobody.
I mean, like, come on. Like, everyone's going to need a bunch of goblins. But how do you carry that? How do you transport that? And if any of you guys have transported models any length of time...
You put it in a Pokemon binder and you take it with you. If you're interested in it, check this video out. It'll explain everything to you. And if you really want to, the link to the Kickstarter's down below and it'll explain it. And if you like it, back it.
Also, we do have some free ones, so you can go ahead, print them out yourself if you like them, you know. Everybody
likes free shit, so just go and try it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks. 27 male here. Rant alert. The vibe I get from media and women around me is that they don't want/need men, and it's inappropriate to approach women in most public areas. I think dating IRL is declining. It's outdated. And I can't pronounce it.
Like, just keep going.
Institution in a modern world of equal rights and 60-hour work weeks. Statistically, you can see this in increased celibacy/virginity rates amongst young people of developed nations: USA, Western Europe and Eastern Europe, Korea, Russia, Japan, China. It's a lonely, child-free, geriatric future for most of the world. But considering our environmental impact, this is probably a good thing. Depressing, but good.
Yeah, it's a great thing, guys. It's great. I honestly, I think it's so good. You know what I love? I love, like, you know, the way that humans have been about for for literally over hundreds of thousands of years. And, like, you know, we've developed in close tribes, villages, whatever, yeah. For millennia, and, like, you know, I love this, like, really isolating world that we live in today. It's so good for everyone. I think there's nothing better. Like, there's no better way to be living. Like, you know, is there a better way to live our lives? I don't think so. I think we're living peak of simple civilization. But Megan, I don't have an iPhone, but I could. Do you get what I mean? I get it. Like, okay, I may have a Samsung, but if I wanted to, I could get an iPhone, like, just so you know.
All right.
And, like, that means it's all worth it.
It's all worth it because you have an iPhone.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, having an iPhone trumps
the new iPhone.
Yeah, the newest iPhone. Not just
any old iPhone.
No, like the newest. I don't know what the new one is.
I don't know. I don't keep up to date.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't get into all that drama.
That's a long gag from Gumlood, by the way, guys. Anyway, let's see. What else do we have to say?
I do think IRL dating is becoming outdated. I rarely hear people saying they found their date just at the bar because someone approached them. The closest we get today is people just happen to meet at a bar because of some lucky interaction, which causes them to have a chat, which in the long run becomes a relationship. But most relationships are from work or school or through friends. In a lot of countries, it even got to the point it's just disrespectful to approach a stranger in public. An example: I'm often waiting at the bus station at my train station, and every now and then there's a day that you have someone approaching people who is advertising his company to work for there, or maybe for a cause. Most people still talk to them, but when I just listen to the responses, their body language, you can clearly tell they were never interested and probably would not be interested even if they offered them $1 million.
I think there's a big difference between, like, professional charity beggars.
Yeah.
Does that, you know what I'm on about? Yeah. Like, there's a big difference between the guy with the bucket
and creepy dudes who come up and be like, hey.
But that's the other thing. Everyone's creepy dude these days.
But there is a lot of creepy dudes out
there. There is a lot of creepy dudes, but I think that's also a result of the lack of social interaction. So therefore, you know, you're not going to be as professional. See, the thing is,
you're not going to have the riz.
See if exactly. See if you came to me, like, see when people come to me, like, even just 5 years ago. See, like, even like 26. When was 2016? Oh god, that was way more than 5 years ago.
That's like 6 years ago.
Anyway, like 6, 7, 8 years ago.
No, it's longer than that.
If people came to me like 5 to 10 years ago, said, "Oh man, I can't. I really want a girlfriend, but I can't get a girlfriend. I really want a girlfriend. I was like, man, sounds like a skill issue. You don't have to just like.
Sounds like a skill issue.
So, honestly, I did. Nowadays, I don't believe it is a skill issue at all.
No.
I honestly think it's just the way the world's going. And oh my god, I have no.
James is like, sounds like a skill issue. James has 2 girlfriends.
Yeah, and like, when did we start going out? When I was 19?
2013, yeah.
Megan, I'm also a professional neckbeard online.
Yeah.
So like,
good luck if we divorce.
I have never. Honestly, I think I'll just give up. It's like, you know what? I'm not really that interested anymore. I just no.
Look, the hub's for me.
Yeah, not even that. It's like straight up. Just I'm going like 1300 monk. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going for. Oh my god, I could not imagine anything worse. Could you though?
No.
Could you imagine anything worse?
No.
It does not sound like fun time for these people.
No, thank you. Point is that as a guy, has a reason to approach you, if a guy has a reason to approach you, offer a job or money, or just want something from you, and people tend to be annoyed. Imagine just being a stranger approaching someone else just to see if they want to talk, and maybe in the long run have a relationship with them.
Oh my god.
Sure, it will work for some, and there are still people who like having a conversation, but in general, it's not a Gen Z thing.
It's not a Gen Z thing at all, guys.
Gen Z thing, guys.
You know, social interactions that are like really important for human like psyche, not really our thing, guys.
Yeah.
Not really our thing. And I'm not coming from someone who's like straight up just antisocial, like the bulk of the time.
Yeah.
But like, you can't just be like, yeah, I'm antisocial, but I'm not one of those people like, yeah, I'm going to go live on an island for like 10 years.
Exactly.
I'm not that.
It's not that I'm antisocial, I'm just more of an introvert.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'll go out.
Go for a drink, like, go with my mates.
I would say I'm an extroverted introvert, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, I love spending time just in the house with my family and just being by myself and stuff like that. Well, I don't get time by myself in October.
Yeah.
But, like, just spending time in the house with my family. But I do also like going out.
Yeah. I don't know. It's honestly, it's one of the. I think it's one of the biggest problems society has.
Yeah.
And I have no idea how it's gonna. Correct itself, because the Japanese haven't worked it out now. Do you remember?
They're way in the future.
Do you remember when you were like a kid? And they would say like, oh, you know, in Japan, like, you know, they've got like, they like live in the future because they've got all this like mad technology.
Yeah, like the Japanese were like, whenever we were like in the 90s,
because they had like Pokemon and stuff. It's like, you know what I mean? It was like they still had that cyberpunk illusion.
Yeah,
to them.
they were like what the Simpsons thought the year 2000 was going to look like.
Yeah,
you know, everybody floating.
But
that's
now,
what I thought of Japan.
But now you look at modern Japan, and it's like, no. Oh my god, is this really what we're in for, guys? Jeez.
EU players are horrible. They don't deserve to be considered part of the community.
What did they do to you? What did they do?
Bullet point 1.
You know it's good whenever they have to put it into bullet point format.
I decided to go to an EU server because of the queue. I was hoping that by the time I start playing, they will be asleep. Time zones and all that. But no! They no-life the game all the time. Bullet point. I join a group and instantly state my preferred pronouns, but they ignore it. I state my pronouns again, but they ignore me again without giving the minimal amount of validation so I don't heal them. They have the audacity to get angry for ignoring their health as they ignored me. I tell them that in civilized countries like the USA, we fucking react when someone states their pronouns. One of them says that apparently we have 3 people and an American in the party. I never felt this dehumanized my entire life. Europeans are fucking pieces of shit. I hate them. I'm never going to play on an EU server again. No,
I really want to imagine these are all just like Serbs. It would just make it so much funnier.
So much better.
I just imagine that they're Serbs, or like some from like Balkanoids.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think. See, whenever I hear like EU players, when people say that, I automatically assume, you know what? Why is it anytime we play online, Megan, we always end up with French people?
Always.
And I never interact with French people online.
Always end up with French.
I know one French person that I talk to online. I know like 50 Germans. Yeah. I know so many like Balkanoids, many Polish, so many of this.
Yeah.
only one French
One
fella.
French fella.
Anytime I go on,
we're playing online or something, and somebody's speaking to us.
It's
French.
always French.
Always French.
Always French, no matter what.
Oui, oui, bigot.
You know the worst thing is, do you remember that time we were playing Call of Duty and someone recognised us? Said, Nick Beardy, are you that guy that does the green text? It's like, oh god, please stop. I just turned my
Turned off mics.
I was like, oh sweet Jesus, God no. You know what? It's my own fault for using Nick Beardy.
I know.
On the thingy, but like it's one of those ones. It's like if I'm going to do it as like a live stream or whatever,
Then you'd rather have a name. I know.
Yeah, you know. Right, Megan, you open that up. What's the title?
Right, float. Addicted to recording audios of my mom hooking up with guys. Jesus Christ.
I like doing these ones. I really like giving you the surprise ones.
Okay, I know this is pretty messed up, but it is what it is. Over the years, my mum and dad divorced. She had dated and hooked up with guys on Tinder, etc., and gotten more comfortable bringing them home for fun time. We live in a small apartment and share a bedroom. I thought they were going to say share a bedroom. Share a bedroom wall. So as a result, I have heard her doing her things many times. She will usually bring men home very late, like 2 to 3 a.m, when she thinks I'm asleep. At first, she really made an effort to be quiet, but it's not always so discreet. At first, I absolutely hated it, and it sent me into a deep depression because it grossed me out, and I couldn't do anything because I'm in school and I don't have enough money to move out. I tried to subtly tell her she woke me up at night without blatantly saying I could hear her having sex, but this just made things worse, because then she started playing music in the middle of the night, which would still wake me up, and just encourage them to be louder. I never tried peeking in on her and wouldn't want to. I've tried ignoring it, wearing earplugs, leaving the TV on, but no matter what, I can't properly block it out when I know it's happening. The worst part is, I've developed a weird kink about this. I am not attracted to my mum at all, but hearing her erotic sounds late at night have become a turn-on over the years. Ew. I usually just think of porn or something when I hear her. I haven't gone that far with a girl myself, so this is basically the closest I've got to sex.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Please don't refer to it like that. Please don't do that.
I've even thought it turns me on, it also comes with a ton of shame and embarrassment.
Post-nut clarity must be intense.
Yeah. You don't know post-nut clarity until you've jerked off the sound of your own mum getting screamed. It's pretty embarrassing, but I post about this when I first started getting used to it, and was surprised how many people could relate. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. Didn't expect it to go so long. I'm pretty sure this will be deleted, but oh well. You need to talk to her now!
Yeah. What does this first comment say? Go for it, sure.
You need to talk to her now. Tell her that you can listen to her, and for the love of God, get fucked elsewhere. She can go to their place, get a motel. Who cares? But if it becomes a fetish, this can really fuck your relationship with sex in adulthood. Talk to her. Make her feel embarrassed. Doesn't matter. It's better to have the awkward conversation now than years of therapy and unstable relationships with partners.
Honestly, a letter that actually speaks the truth.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm amazed by that. On the subject of relating, can't relate at all.
Yeah, can't relate, man.
Can't relate, and you know what?
I'm happy.
I'm very happy.
Very happy I can't relate.
Very happy that I can't relate. That is, yeah, that's just no. Where do you want to go with this? I don't really know where to go, because we got that People Model Kickstarter, but this channel ain't really about that, so there's no real point bringing that up. I don't really want to talk about last week's Gumroad video because it's current thing, and having a somewhat nuanced opinion on any form of the situation is anti-Semitic, and it's also against Muslims, and it's also
whatever.
Yeah, whatever other isms you want to throw on the end of it.
Yeah.
So go ahead, check that out if that's something that you're interested in, because the thing is, there's nowhere else I feel like we could talk about such subjects online without. So please go check that out, and thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. Yeah, it's doing really well, so it is. Thank you guys so much. You guys are really enjoying it. Yeah, and the Discord's popping. Oh yeah, the Discord is actually doing pretty well for Gumroad users, so that's another perk to it. Yeah, we've got an Australian guy who's also an alcoholic, functioning one. Who else do we have? We have a furry. Yeah, we got a furry.
But he's actually not bad.
Yeah, he's actually, you know what,
for a furry? For a furry, first furry I've met that I've been like,
you know what, you're not actually, like...
He's still a furry.
Yeah,
like,
you're still a furry, like, I'm still going to laugh at you.
Laugh at you because you're a furry, but, like, you're not bad.
In the grand scheme of things...
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, you're, like, probably the best one I've came across by a big margin, but I don't really know you very well, so, like, I don't really want to say too much. There's a few other characters we've got. I'm actually quite enjoying it, you know? Because I'm kind of, like, see when it comes to, like, online, like, ever since Ozzy's been born, I haven't really interacted much on, like, a lot of, like, platforms, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just hasn't, but quite nice. Anyway, is there anything else worth bringing up? I can't think of anything.
I don't know.
Do any of you guys have, like, a weird addiction? What, they never,
yeah,
you know what? They never brought up the recording the audios.
I know.
They just said, yeah, you like to listen to it. What do you mean?
But he must record it and
listen
to it,
back.
which is fucked as well.
Oh my god, please, anything but that.
But, I don't know.
I have no idea where to end that. I think this is the problem when you end on, like, the high note.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what to say, but, like, thanks for listening. And hope you like the video and that you join Gumroad because it's pretty based over there. And we'll see you next time. Bye.